God. Listen, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going down out here. What is going on? We got Kai NYC out here. I said Kai NYC. That fits him right now. Kai NYC is out here. AMP, free AMP. What they got going on, bro? They clearly are trying to, and they've been on Kai Cenat for a minute. Let me let y'all understand what's going on. So if y'all don't remember, a couple months back, they was trying to frame Kai Cenat by some girl came into his house and something happened to her, and it was one of his friends, right? And now we ain't heard nothing about that. I don't know what's going on with that. And Kai Cenat had to come out and make sure that everybody knew that he was not a part of that. Why? Because here's what you got to realize as an influencer. Their sole job is to try to destroy your image online. So the same thing that happened with Jay Cinco, and I'm not talking about people. You got to realize, man, this is a spiritual battle first and foremost. They try to destroy you online. They try to destroy your ability to create revenue so then they can own you. A lot of people want to talk about what happened to Aiden. All I'm gonna say is they destroyed his image because of who he was around, and then he had to do what he had to do, and he had to make deals that he might not have made if they didn't destroy his image. Now, not to say that I feel like influencers, everybody has a requirement to make sure that their image is where it needs to be at in the public, right? But really, just sometimes people just be out to get you. So now, why is it out of all these influencers, why is Kai Cenat getting the most flack? Well, because he's the biggest out of Fanum and all of them, right? So Fanum was there as well. Deshae Frost was there as well. But they gonna go after Kai Cenat. Why? It's a bigger story. That's why CBS got him on there right now. We're gonna let you see this right now. He's in custody and in question. Now, Kai Cenat, do not bend, don't fold. All right?
Here of Kai Cenat being taken, I don't know if the correct terminology is into custody, but this is him with the NYPD, where he was taken into custody for questioning. We have not gotten any word of any arrest, only he was taken into custody for questioning. But there you see him in the khaki pants with the black sweatshirt, being taken and escorted by NYPD for questioning.
21-year-old guy, New York City native, usually uses humor in a lot of what he does online, we're told, and is a huge sensation, and he has a huge influence, literally, in the most literal sense of the word, and he brought people out today, all right, and
here's what the establishment does not want. They do not want people getting this big that they cannot control. I want you to realize this. Now, you can say this is conspiracy or not, but just remember, every conspiracy a couple years back, 10, 15, 20 years, now all of a sudden, alien, all this stuff, bro, I'm just saying, why is it all coming to the surface? It used to be a conspiracy. Now it's like, oh, this stuff is real, because it is real. Because this stuff really does happen behind scenes because of power and because of greed. That is one of the main reasons why all this stuff goes down. Just so you know, this is what's going down. They don't want nobody outside of their establishment. What establishment? Hey, Bollywood. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, all these other establishments that got everybody in a tight grip. You used to not be able to get on TV and get any type of influence ever until the internet came. Think about that. Think about what's happening. The internet has made it to where anyone can sit in their house and then blow up. This is what's going on right here. Do you think the establishment wants that? Do you think people in power want other people that they cannot control have that type of influence? Let me know. I want to see how delusional my comments are.
Now this. And the NYPD does have a unit that does monitor social media posts, and for the reasons like today.
Wow.
For the most part, they've been pretty successful, but the chief of department there, Jeffrey Madry, saying and answering a question from one of the reporters there at that news conference, saying that yes, we do monitor social media. We will certainly review what happened today, how this became so out of control, because he says, quote, this cannot happen again.
He said they're not against young people gathering, having a good time, but it just can't get to levels like this. There are injuries. There have been people with panic attacks, asthma attacks, anxiety attacks. People literally got hurt today.
This is what used to happen where? At Michael Jackson conferences. What? But you know what I'm saying? But it was a controlled environment. We got to remember that it was within a concert. So the next time, Cenat, I'm going to give you some words of wisdom. You ain't got to take it, but I guarantee you, if you do exactly what I'm about to say right now, it'll help you out. Get a venue. When you do a giveaway, pack out a venue. You have to do it the correct way. You cannot just get out on the streets and put a post out and think that's okay, young men, young women who are influencers, highly influential individuals. Don't do that, because now you're opening yourself up to this. Now you're opening yourself up to these types of questionings, and now people are like, oh, maybe the validity of what they're saying and doing, they're not able to obtain this type of influence and maintain it. He's only 21, y'all. Y'all got to remember, Cenat's only 21. Words of wisdom. Where's your management? What's going on? Like, why are they not telling you this? Get a venue, dog. Oh, you literally you got the money. Pay $10,000 or whatever to get a venue and say, I'm giving a giveaway. Here is the venue. Meet me at the venue. Here's the online tickets. They're free. Free online tickets. And then you know what I'm saying? Now y'all have a whole show going on. Hire a bunch of security. See, this is the reality. You got to pay. You got to spend a little bread. That's what NYPD about to tell you. You can't be out here moving like that. This ain't really New York's fault, bro. I'm going to be honest. Cenat, this is your fault. Don't do this. Influencers, don't do this. You didn't learn from Logan Paul? Don't do this. Logan Paul already did this. This don't work no more. Don't do it.
And someone's got to be held accountable for this. And we'll see how that happens going forward. Man, there he is being taken in for questioning right there early this afternoon.
She's live in Union Square right now. Lisa, if you could just paint the scene of what you're seeing right now. We're just seeing people just walking around, but not those very dense crowds that we were seeing earlier before. Okay, so what is happening is that a lot of the people
pitch this up
inside the park and that were at this event and it all come together.
So they don't try to, copyright the boy.
So we're seeing people as we were coming in here. We were down at City Hall in the City Hall area. As we were coming up here, we saw people leaving the okay, now the people are running out because there was a sound that sounded like a gunshot. And so people are running out of the park right now. And then the police have called a level 4 mobilization on this, which is the highest level of mobilization that they can. Guys, people are going to start running. So we're just preparing, because after that, something like that happens, people are going to start running. And that's what the police said initially. There were 3,000 to 5,000 young people here that were here for this YouTuber. These guys from Brooklyn, Red Hook, Brooklyn, told me that they were there. And please just, what can you tell us what's going on?
Cenat posted on Instagram. He said pop out. That's what the city did.
So people came out, and who is he?
Cenat, he a YouTuber / streamer. Best in the world.
Yep. All right, so he plays a lot of video games and streams live with him?
Nah, he to be talking on stream and stuff like that. He cool.
No video games, just reaction.
Yeah, reactions and stuff like that.
He's
Content creator.
So what do you think about how things got a little bit out of hand here?
The city does show love. We love. That's how we show love. Anybody that pull up, so we pull up.
It's a cop out here.
Anytime somebody comes to the city, we won't come for y'all. I got y'all, bro. We outside for anybody. At Lundy Labs on Instagram.
So what's
Bro got that free promo. He not playing.
They have helicopters up ahead, so up above us, which you can hear the helicopters. There's also along the West Side Highway, they've activated the emergency alert system on the LED signs on the West Side Highway. As we were coming up here from City Hall on the West Side Highway, they had the signs up there, beware of the Union Square area. Please avoid it, large crowds. That's all that they said. Please avoid the large. Those are firecrackers.
Firecrackers, man. You can tell they are from the hood.
Inside the park, this is of concern to everybody because it's hard sometimes to distinguish whether those are gunshots or fireworks. But I saw the firework called there. But that's the latest here from Union Square. We're going to go to another vantage point. Back to you guys.
She said, let me get up out of here.
Hello, I'm Kenny Whitworth, and we are covering some breaking news this afternoon out of New York City. It's utter mayhem right now as thousands of
Utter mayhem.
streets.
Utter mayhem. Do you hear that? Like, come on, man. I mean, it is kind of crazy. Though. I ain't gonna front. Gun boys popped up a guy.
Union Square. People are even climbing on top of the subway station. The crowd is so thick. There you see a vehicle leaving right now, and this is part of the reason.
Dang, my boy fell off.
It was sparked. Oh, you see people just fell right off that car right into the
Oh my God.
all sparked by a Twitch streamer, a very popular social media influencer who announced a free video game giveaway, promising free PlayStation 5 consoles and other things. Person has millions of followers on both platforms. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring you to live coverage.
Hey, y'all gotta pay attention, man. They gonna try to shut it down, man. Y'all gotta start playing it safe, boy. Next thing you know, they gonna be like, oh, we don't think anybody I'm telling you, don't let them do this. This is what they gonna do. They gonna try to make it seem like people have to be monitored once they get a certain amount of subscribers, and they're gonna have to sign some type of situation to where you're responsible now for anything that you do. And it could be jail time. So I'm telling y'all gotta chill out. Chill out.
In New York.
Of our ABC station there.
Cars from every precinct in the city coming there. They have
Especially New York, man. Y'all knew better.
to stage first, and they have to get.
Come on,
they
man.
have to, at some point, go in and disperse the crowd. Now, someone should be on a bullhorn right now, dispersing this crowd. I don't know if they're doing that yet, but that's usually what happens. Generally speaking, they'll bring it mounted to aid in that effect, and they'll start diffusing the crowd as best they can. It looks like you have an unruly mob right now, and they have to bring order to it. But citywide units are coming. In the meantime, they'll have to do it the best they can with what they have.
But how much of a challenge is this for law enforcement? Look, we've seen similar things on the Jersey Shore. Somebody sends out an announcement on social media that there's going to be a party. The next thing you know, you've got 3,000 people on a beach at 11 o'clock at night. This seems like a similar thing. We're giving away freebies in Union Square at 4 o'clock, and the next thing you know, 5,000-6,000 people show up. They're not getting the freebies, so they start acting out. How difficult is it for the department to get a handle on this and keep it from turning into a kind of free-for-all? We've lost Bob Boyce. He is on the phone. We're going to try to reestablish our connection with him because obviously there are a lot of questions. Oh, Bob.
Gotta get that Google Fiber out.
Back. Bob, can you hear us?
I can.
Did you get any of that question? You know, these calls going out on social media. Obviously, young people know it's out there. They got the message. They're showing up at 4 for something free. 5,000 other people show up. The police are sort of almost behind the 8 ball. How difficult is it for the department to keep track of these things and to try to bring some order to the situation and keep it from becoming a free-for-all like we've seen here in Union Square?
Intelligence.
All right,
Let us know when live gatherings are coming. And that's what's important to understand. You have to get out in front of this before it happens. Usually there's sneaker giveaways, whatever the case may be, a new product coming out. Generally speaking, we know what's going on within the hand south. This apparently was a little they got past it, and so now they have to deal with it by bringing these resources immediately.
Do you think Kai Cenat, considering...
This is bad, bro. They probably tearing up the city, dog.
Look at this, bro.
An urging of this gathering here so large and not going what appears to be the proper channels, will he be facing charges?
I would doubt for the to really create this. It's his ability to bring people together with is the issue. So it sounds like he's doing this in altruistic fashion, but I don't think there's criminal charges yet. We'll have to take a look further, but it doesn't appear that way to me now.
Okay, cool. No criminal charges. That's all I wanted to see, y'all. So listen, Kai Cenat ain't facing no criminal charges, but I'm sure he's going to make sure that he does this better. I'm sure he's going to have some type of apology message coming up shortly within the next 24, 48 hours if he's out already, out of New York jail or whatever the case may be, man. Like I said, y'all, influencers, pay attention to what's going on out here. Make sure that you are moving correctly because you have a huge influence. I get it. Y'all wanna pop out. Hey, I was 20, 21 before, dog. I understand, bro. I can't even look at them like, I might have did the same same thing back then, 2021, man. I ain't know no better, but listen, once you now, hopefully what Kai Cenat just did will help all the other influencers going forward. Don't do this. Don't do that. I know it's fun, man. I just look live. I ain't gonna front, but a lot of people can get hurt, man. A lot of people can be in danger, and that's just the reality of your influence.